Alright, so it's a nice day out here. Oh. It looks like it's probably about to start raining again, which sucks, but I'm gonna get some stuff done on this car. I see it already starting to sprinkle, so here's the shitbox Z right here. But for now, we're gonna try to work on this. So first things first, I gotta move it back and hold on. I gotta move it back so I can at least have room to work, you know? But just listen to this. Sounds like a blaster pipe. Hopefully you can hear me, but it sounds like a blaster pipe. But I don't know if you can see this. Watch how much this shakes. Oh, it shouldn't have that, but it was terrible just now. So we're just gonna back it up. What the hell? Was this window already cracked? Oh hell no, bro. I think his window. I hope his window was already cracked. Because there could have been nothing else that would have landed on it. That sucks. It's like a little hairline crack too. Those are the worst. But yeah, we're gonna have fun with all this. So I'm gonna disconnect the battery, get all this airbox shit out the way, and see what I'm working with, and go from there. This is gonna be fun. I already know. I'm gonna put this down and get to work. Alright, y'all. Sorry for not recording for the past couple hours. I was really just trying to grind and get as much done as I can. The good news is I got literally most of the harness and all that other shit out the way, which was probably the easiest thing I did. Then, like, I had to fight with getting the car up in the air because since it's, I don't know if you can see this, but since, you know, the coilovers all the way low and maxed out on the front, what I had to do is lift the rears. Luckily the rears were high enough where I could lift them, put blocks on the back, then I put blocks on front just so I could get the jack underneath a better jack point than what I did, and then I lifted on the frame rail. So it's, hold on, let me check what time it is. It is, let me turn my light off. Sorry about that. It is, come on, 9:54. So almost about 10 o'clock. The only real thing left is, what the hell? I don't know what the fuck that was, but okay. The only real thing left is the axle nut, which I can't get because I don't have a large enough impact for it. I left one of my impacts at one of my friend's house, so I'm trying to get a hold of them so I can get that taken off. I gotta take that off, and I think I'm gonna loosen the lower ball joint and see how well that works. And that'll give me enough clearance to slide the axles out of the hub, and then I can pop them out. And then I think there's like a couple more bolts for, there's like a front bolt for the harness. Once all that's out, then I'll be good on that, and then we can get this old box out and get the slightly newer one in at less miles. But I gotta figure out why that one's leaking, so I'm probably end up doing that tomorrow. But I'm exhausted. It's not that late, and I usually stay up later, but between waking up early for work and working on this, it takes a lot out of you. So, oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Might put the video on. I'm probably just gonna make this a separate video, and then tomorrow I'll try to record more. But I figured out that the specs of his Cosmos XT206Rs Apparently it's an 18 by 8.5, but I don't know what the actual offset is. But I know it's 5 by 114. Maybe it'll tell me there. Nah, I can't see anything. Great. But I like these wheels. These are honestly, I was considering getting these for the Z, but I don't know. I'll probably end up won't, because it's an okay wheel, but this would probably be, this is a 9.5. He's got a 245 on this. I would probably end up doing this, or the goal with the Z is 17 by 9.5s, and then I'll probably end up just doing 275 squared and try to get it completely flush. But alright, that's enough rambling for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff up, clean up, and then get ready to eat. Probably end up playing the game a little bit and then go to bed. But I'll see y'all in the next one. What's going on, guys? It's Richie here. So we're working on Tyler's car again, and I'll go ahead and say this right now. I made a big mistake, and I don't know if y'all can see this. So on the car, you probably can't see it, but that speck of pollen right here. So when I was cleaning up and gathering all my tools last night, I forgot one major important thing. And basically I left my GoPro with the light on top of the car. And we had some thunderstorms, heavy rain, a bunch of bullshit, like early this morning, like 4 o'clock. And I completely forgot this was out here until I woke up. I came out and I'm like, you know what, let's work on Tyler's car. And came to find out I left my GoPro sitting out in the rain. So good news, everything's fine. My battery's dead, but I'm charging it right now. And Mazda 3. But from where I didn't really record too much. What got left to do, if I'm not mistaken, I just gotta get the axles out. I think I'm just gonna pull the lower ball joints out too. Let's see how well that'll work. And that should give me enough clearance to pop the axles out of the hub. Once I do that, I should be able to just pop them from the transmission and have, like, just completely pull them out. But before I do that, I should probably drain the fluid and make sure there's not going to be any other issues. But I went to Home Depot and got me a bigger impact, because I had a electric plug-in one, but at this point I have Makita tools and my Makita tools are fine. So this is like the first time I bought a new one. Honestly, if I could have went on a better spending spree, I would have got a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch and 3/8, but that's gonna come later thanks to PayPal. So, but for now, I'm gonna get stuff out of the car, and I'm gonna try to, I may not record exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna try to see what all I can get off the car today. So hopefully we can get the end goal today, get the transmission out, get the other one out from the garage, inspect it, make sure everything's okay on it before I throw it in, and then we should be good to go, because this is really just the hardest part, just trying to get all this stuff out. But enough talking, let's get to work. All right, after like 2 Harbor Freight runs and Home Depot run, finally got everything I need. I had to go to Harbor Freight to get a 3-jaw puller to get the axle out, and then I bought this engine leveler because I've never used one, but I happened to see TJ Hunt's video in which they had to pull a motor out or whatever, and realized, hey, I'm stupid for not buying one. But main reason to start recording, draining transmission fluid right now. I don't know if this will like do justice. Oh, let me see if I can pick something up. Oh, come on. Bear with me here, guys. I don't know if that's combined of JB Weld or, oh, come on, hold on. It's not gonna focus, is it? Nope. But this is the drain plug. A bunch of metal shavings, and I think that's JB Weld inside of it. So I'm gonna let Tyler know when he gets it to the dealer. Probably needs to get them to flush this whole thing, because yeah, this sucks that I can't get it to focus. But I think you can kind of get the point. Yep. But all right, I'm gonna pull the axle out on one side. I gotta pull the passenger side axle out, and then I gotta do the same thing the driver's side, get that one out, and I gotta pull trans lines off. Then I should be ready to drop this once I unbolt it and everything. But also, torque converter bolts also. So all right, back to work. All right, it's Richie. I'm back. I got driver's side axle. I don't know what it is about all these front wheel drive cars. I struggle to get the driver's side ones out, but the passenger ones just pop out like butter. So I got the passenger ones out first, then I got the driver one out. I only put the hubs and all of that back together just so I don't lose any bolts. I'm about to do the same thing over here, and after that, I think the only thing I got to do under there, I'm going to hit the torque converter bolts, which, oh my god, I messed up. I got to get the torque converter bolts, but I can't get them because it's going to spin. And I don't have an axle or anything to hold it in. It's okay, we're going to figure it out. But I'm probably not going to put the driver's side one back in. I'll probably put the passenger one in and work on that. And then we should be able to get this out. But damn, I didn't think about that. So let me go get that done. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, it's been a while, guys. It is. Hold on. Damn, let me turn the light off. Sorry. Damn. So it is 10:13 right now. And transmission is finally out. I had trouble getting it out, but that's literally because I'm dumb. But besides that, it wasn't too much trouble. I tried to use a hoist to try to... I'm glad I didn't record that, because, bro, I tried to use the hoist when I should have just ended up using the jack stand to try to level out the motor, and because I had... with the hoist's arm or legs, I couldn't even get this completely under it to position it right. But luckily, it just so happened it literally just fell on there. So the good news is this is the old one. You can kind of see his JB Weld job right there, which that's fucking hard as hell. Jesus Christ, Tyler. That's the old one. And over here we have the new one. So I'm gonna figure out why this happened before I even attempt to put this on. And yeah, we're gonna go from here. Because I would like to get the... if I get the trans in tonight, then I can wake up early in the morning, wrap the car up, and have him ready to come pick it up by maybe 1 tomorrow, hopefully. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But that engine leveler came in handy, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely need that when I start my engine pull at the Z for whenever I refresh it. But this is the wrong setup to do this, but I got it out. So I'm gonna stop there and let's see how long it's gonna take me to figure out if there's anything wrong with that, and then put that one in. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's Richie here. I was going back and forth looking at the old trans and the new trans, and a couple of issues. So I don't know if I showed it in the last clip, but this is messed up, which is very important because this is part of the... I guess this is the... God, I can't even think. But that's not supposed to be like that, because that's supposed to be there for one. Obviously, when LKQ gets you a used transmission, they cut up the harness and all that stuff, which is fine. But they messed this up, and I don't know how the hell they messed that up. So, oh man, fuck! I got my little arm strand stuck in transmission fluid. So I gotta swap this with this one and take the connectors off. And then this ground strap is kind of my fault, that you see right here. I forgot to take off on his. Oh, I forgot to take off the ground strap right here and messed it up. So I'm just gonna splice the two connectors perfectly fine, and we'll get Tyler back on the road. But it kind of was a long day. I did get a late start because I kind of went to bed late. I was hoping to wake up early and I didn't. But tomorrow I need to basically I have to swap oil pans on on transmissions. So I have to get fluid in the new gasket because the transmission didn't already come with fluid anyway. I guess LKQ ships some that way. And then once I get all of that and transfer everything over and fix the crimp, it's just reassembly, which it being automatic, I don't think it'll take that long. Once the transmission slides on, I think even though I'm doing this in my driveway, I could possibly have everything put back together. I'll say 3 hours if that. So, I mean, not bad for backyard. Well, I can't say backyard. At-home mechanic doing work. So, but before I go to sleep, I do have my, since we don't have the lower engine transmission mount in, I have my jack sitting underneath the engine bay oil pan with a piece of wood on top of it, because I don't want this motor mount holding all the weight of it. I know it's still kind of crooked, but at least it has my 3-ton sitting there to hold most of the weight. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I don't know if I can hear the helicopters, but that's probably either, I don't know which helicopter. Oh, I think it's a medical helicopter, because the military ones wouldn't be all bright and everything, but they're, you know. But I'm gonna clean up, and I guess I'm gonna call it another night. So I don't know how long I'll make this video. I'll probably just end up making Tyler's car in one whole video and go from there. But alright, I'll see you on. What's going on, guys? Richie here. Started a day late, but good news is I got the transmission in. So I woke up today. It's Monday. It's like 6 or so, and I just went in straight grind mode. So transmission's in, driver's side axle stuff is in. I just gotta tighten strut mounts. I gotta put this passenger side axle cover boot dusting back on, and then I can throw the axle in. Then it's just all the up top stuff. So overall, hasn't been a bad weekend, and it was kind of an interesting one, even though, because I just pulled transmission out, but it's been good. So I'm probably just gonna grind and try to get the rest of this done, so I don't have to worry about it, because I got an exam. Well, I had an exam that I could have worked on all weekend, but this took priority, and the exam's due by midnight, so I'm trying to get this knocked out so I can do that. Then I got another exam tomorrow at 9:40, so. But, alright, back to ground land. Alright guys, what's going on here? Hold on, let me not blind myself. So, we got the Sonata over here, and trans is in, everything's in, fluid's all in. So, it's pretty much done, except for I gotta get Tyler to get me the lower, what is it? Sorry, I can't think. Oh, I need him to get me the lower engine mount because he didn't have it, and the motor is just tilting back and forth. It was terrible trying to do it with just, it was literally like a pain in the ass trying to get it in by itself or getting the trans on there with only one mount, but we got it. Oh, excuse me. So right now I'm just gathering my tools and trying to clean up because I haven't started on my exam that's due at midnight, and I think I got a little over 2 hours to go. So I'm gonna get all my tools inside before my mom yells and beats my ass. And yeah, hopefully this is basically done except for the mount. So I just gotta, I accidentally dropped one of the bolt for the positive terminal clamp, so I'm gonna probably get some new ones at work, but I figured I'd just keep y'all updated. So if anyone's wondering, how does it look under there? Just ignore that or that, but as you can see, it basically looks 100% factory except for the covers in the back of the Z, so that's no problem. But everything's good to go except for this cover. I have the bolts sitting in there because they're not gonna stick to that. That cover's in the back of the Z, and then we can tighten all this up and should be good to go. So sorry for not really recording too much. I was just, like I said, when I'm in grind mode, and I just focus on getting it done. I had to run back and forth and get more fluid, but I mean, I'm glad it's basically the really hard parts are over. Now that's left is for him, and this is what kind of sucks. Apparently with Hyundai, you have to like program the transmission or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. Apparently you have to get that done when you, I guess, change the fluid. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I left his keys in here because I want to make sure I keep everything locked up. Let me lock that door. But yeah, you have to essentially reprogram the transmission, which, you know, it's automatic bullshit problems, but it's also really dumb because it's Honda and Kia, and you have to have like their specific program or whatever. So unfortunately I can't do that here. I don't have a scan tool, and my friends with scan tools, I don't think they can do it either because I've asked a couple and they're not 100% sure. But either way, I figured I'll just have them take it to the dealer, let them go through it and make sure everything's okay. But the hard part's over, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to hurry up and get this cleaned up so I can start my exam, because I have to literally turn it in by 11:59. So I will let y'all know something tomorrow. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything so I can walk up. But alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. What's up, vlog? It's Richie here. So as you can see here, you're gonna notice there's something on the driveway. We gotta put back together. Tyler seems to enjoy his car. So anything you want to tell the vlog?
Oh, don't lower your car, it's not fun, it's stupid. Very dumb. Never again.
But it runs and drives okay. Let me double check, make sure there's no leaks. He says, so you're sure this is the greaser? Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. So let it show that's not coolant. That's the greaser from when he cleaned the car out. So which one are you taking?
I'm gonna take the Sonata.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to see the accidentally slam into something and be sad. I have to do another one all over.
All right.
I'll let you rip me out.
He's letting me rip the 10th anniversary. So I'm not gonna record while I'm driving, of course, because it's not my car and I don't want to damage this thing. So we're just gonna get him back home and go from there. So I'll see y'all in a bit, but before that, I always like Miatas, and honestly, probably the next car I get, besides a Skyline or an Evo, will probably be a Miata. But we're gonna get this thing, get both of the cars back home, so I'll see y'all in a bit.